Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou, and I invite you to choose a stack of cards because your intuition brought you here today. So trust your intuition, which is also your subconscious, and choose a stack of cards to hear what your subconscious wants you to know today. Is it under Vesta, my warrior priestess, which represents intellect and courage, or are you going to choose the stack with the wonderful fossilized shell, which represents growth and permanence? Or you could choose this beautiful quartz obelisk that represents power and endurance. Choose the stack of cards that intuitively resonates with you, and let's take a look. We will begin with Vesta, my warrior priestess, my main character in the Tarot Legacies, my urban fantasy series. So, first card we're going to look at is the overview. This is your energy from a very broad standpoint right now. Let's see what's going on. How wonderful for you. It's the star. Beautiful star energy. You know, this represents a crystallized perception that's happening in your life right now. It's saying that you're understanding something in a really clear, wonderful way that is tuning you in a very deep level. You have really grasped something in your life, either on a grand scale or something very specific that has allowed you to feel like you really see the big picture. And not only that, you're being recognized for it. Whatever it is, it could be something artistic, it could be something in your job, it could be something in a relationship, but there is some sort of clarity here that's happening that is bringing you into a place of feeling really good, and others looking at you from with eyes of respect, with honoring you. Perhaps there is something really awesome that is energetically surrounding you right now. So how fabulous! But as you know, no matter what's going on in our lives, there is always challenge energy. And that's what we're going to take a look at next. And this could be something small, nagging, that's been around for a long time in your life. Maybe it's a belief from childhood. Those tend to stick around forever unless we do something consciously to get rid of the ones that we don't want. Or this could be something on a very big scale. You may know what it is instantly, or you may need to think about it, but this is your challenge energy right now. So let's see what it is. Okay, interesting. It's the Six of Discs. Here in the top deck, it's called Success. Now, this is a very positive card, except here it is showing up as your challenge card. So this is saying there's something energetically keeping you from embracing the success that's in your life right now. And of course, discs represent money. They represent something physical. Could be property. You know, something on a physical level. It could actually represent your physical body in terms of your health. And so this is saying you're not allowing this success energy to be present with you right now. So we need to take a look at the course of action called for, because this is how you address this challenge energy. This is the action that you take going forward. And to see this Six of Discs as your challenge card, we really need to see how to address this challenge energy. Okay, all right. So we have the Magician. Another major arcana card showing up in your 3-card pile here. This is saying you need to understand your unique abilities, and communication is definitely part of your special talent here. The Magician is all about finding ways to use their unique abilities to help others, to help themselves. This is such a lively, energetic card that is showing you here, your energy here, as far as how you need to move forward with this. So I want you to understand that what we're looking at here with the star energy of recognition, not only your recognition of clarity here, but others recognizing you as far as being a star right now. But then with the Six of Discs energy, success somehow challenging you. It's saying, allow your unique talents. Don't be afraid to let them shine through. So even though you have this beautiful star energy, there's something that needs to still come out. You need to give it that final, release that final bit of whatever it is that you might be holding back, right? And again, this could represent something creative. It could represent something that is not, that is very practical. But whatever it is, and if you're not sure of what it is immediately, then think about it, because there is something that is going to allow you to set this success energy free and take you to an even higher level than what you are right now, which already you're feeling good, but just know that you can feel even better. So from a dream standpoint, I would bet that right now you are dreaming about flying, that you've had at least one flying dream within the past day or two, and that the flying is not as easy, that you're maybe not soaring as high as you could or that you have previously in dreams. I can tell you that I love flying. Flying is my favorite thing to do in my dreams. But sometimes if I'm not taking off in my flight, which of course it's just me flying, it's not in an airplane or anything else, but this symbolizes that we can fly higher, right? That's what bumping along and trying to fly represents. Or if we're trying to get even higher, which I would expect is what you're already flying and maybe even enjoying it, but there might be gusts of wind against you, or there might be something that's impeding your height or your speed in flying. This is saying this needs to be addressed. That is what your subconscious mind is telling you. That's what our dreams are doing for us. They always want to benefit us. They always want to help us move forward. And subconsciously, they are able to take the stage in our dreams and symbolically tell us what we need. So that is what you need to do, is understand what is impeding that progress. Think about it and allow yourself to soar even higher. Okay, let's take a look at the second stack. Underneath this incredible fossilized shell that's millions of years old, first card we're going to look at is your overview energy, your energy from a very broad standpoint right now. So let's take a look at what this is. You have the Tower card. This means that something is changing in your life. It could be something big or small, but something is changing radically in your life right now. It's changing to the point that something is literally crumbling, coming to an end. If this is not something that you're welcoming, then you can't struggle. You can't avoid this change. That's what this Tower card is saying. You can never subvert this energy when you have the Tower card. So you have to allow it to proceed. Get it over with. Allow this to fall apart. Allow it to come to an end, whatever this is, because on the other side of that is a new beginning. That is what this card also represents. It shows that there is a major change happening in your life right now. And again, it could be something like a move. It could be something like a job change or a relationship change. This is saying you have to allow it to happen. Struggling is not going to help you. Let's take a look at your challenge card, though, to see how this is impeding you. Because, yeah, the Tower card is bringing a lot of change to your life, but let's see what else is challenging you here. So, you have this beautiful Princess of Wands energy. She's one of my favorite cards in the Thoth deck because she represents complete freedom. Here she is soaring up in this flame, and she's completely naked, meaning that she has nothing to hide. She literally has a tiger by the tail, meaning she's fearless. This is fearless energy. And she's ready to take control. That's the, the staff that she has, the scepter that she has in her hand says that she's really here to take control. This is spontaneous action, and it's also your challenge card. So all that I just described is saying all of this, but it's your challenge energy. So while we have this Tower card representing big change, the end of one thing so that something new can begin, your challenge energy with this Princess of Wands is saying you're struggling with this change. And I see that. That's very clear. We're going to take a look at your course of action called for card, because this is how you need to address it. This is the action you need to take to address it. So you also have the Princess of Swords. While the Princess of Wands represents your intuition and what you're feeling, with your heart, this is representative of your thinking, right? This is your intellect. And the Princess of Swords, while Princess of Wands is spontaneous and ready to take off with a second's notice for what is intriguing or exciting for her, Princess of Swords is here to gain clarity. That's what this sword is all about, as she has drawn it back to cut through these bands that are impeding her clarity in front of her. But you see, she's standing on this beautiful crystal area that shows that she has enlightenment, and she's going to gain the clarity that enlightenment is possible. So here's the story for you right now if you chose this second stack, and that is, yes, you are undergoing a big change in your life and you're not really accepting it. Maybe not all the way, or maybe not at all, because you feel like it's really impeding what you want to do, this freedom that you are so focused on having. But you have to turn that loose and gain some clarity. That's what this Princess of Swords is saying. And furthermore, Princess of Swords, she's a rebel. This is energy that is, once she has gained the clarity, once she intuitively knows, logically knows that she has gained clarity, she's going to follow that. And it's probably not along a traditional route, because she is rebellious in the way that she is going to approach these things. This ties in with the, rebelliousness of the Princess of Wands energy here. So I feel your energy. If you chose this stack, yeah, I know you're a rebel. I know that you want to just run and have fun, and I love that about you. But yeah, things are changing, so you got to do some work. You have to gain clarity on where you are, which really means accepting the changes that are happening and see the opportunity that's there. I really want you to tune in and understand that you have to let this change happen. Struggling against it is pointless. It's a waste of time, because it is going to happen anyway. But once you gain clarity, you're going to see how you can move forward in a much better way, and it is going to free you up to embrace this Queen of Wands energy. So from a dream standpoint, I would expect right now that you could be very much having dreams about clouds, mists, not being able to clearly see, and or moving in slow motion. Both of those are symbols that you would have when things are changing around you, but you're not able to clearly see how they're changing. So this is your subconscious mind talking through your dreams, telling you that you need to gain this clarity. That's what our dreams do is give us deep insight into our subconscious and what's going on. So I really want you to pay attention to your dreams and understand that gaining some clarity right now is essential. Okay, stack 3 under this fabulous granite obelisk. No, it's quartz. It's not granite, it's quartz. So let's take a look at the first card, which is the overview, your energy from a very broad standpoint right now. Let's see what it is. Okay, so you have the 4 of Swords. This is called Truce in the Thoth deck. You know, the 4 of Swords is saying you've kind of hit a pause button here, that you've come to accept some things in your life at this moment. And of course, Swords represents your thinking, your intellect, your logic, all of this. So from that standpoint, from that intellectual standpoint, you've reached a place where you've just kind of not really won a battle, but you've rather just hit the pause button. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And rather than trying to push forward any idea that you have, any way that you want things to be, you've just said, okay, I'm just taking a break for right now. So let's look at your challenge energy to see if it gives us some insight into what's going on with this 4 of Swords energy. Okay, well, this really helps us understand what's going on. It's the 2 of Cups, love. Of course, this represents true love. This represents love from a very deep and authentic standpoint. But being your challenge energy, this is saying this is on some level challenging you. Now, it could represent a relationship that you have going. Energetically, intuitively, that feels like what it is to me. But it can also represent an alignment within yourself that's challenging, trying to bring 2 aspects of yourself into alignment. But this really does feel like you're having a relationship problem with someone else. So that's what the course of action called for card is. This is the action that you need to take in order to deal with this energy right now. So, Queen of Swords here. She's pretty cut and dried, I have to tell you. She's all about, of course, again, swords, energy of thinking, of using your logic. And the Queen comes from a very confident standpoint. Queen energy is reliably confident and is going to tell you just what it is, right? You can see her sword here pointed down toward the earth. She's sitting on a lovely cloud there. So she's all about manifesting what she is tuned into manifesting. And then look, here's a mask. This means that she's taken off any mask that she might have been wearing in order to be completely authentic. And then you see the crystals around her head, meaning enlightenment. So this Queen of Swords energy just represents you at your highest intellectual thinking capabilities. It's all about manifesting too. I have to say that Queen of Swords energy is a manifesting person, a manifesting energy. So what we have, therefore, is you are in a position where you've just basically hit the pause button on a relationship that you're struggling with, right? That's very clear here. And what you need to do is bring in that logic, allow your thinking ability to weigh in equally with what your heart is saying, right? Because I know when your heart is hurt, it's hard to think logically, but that's what this Queen of Swords energy is telling you to do, is that it's time for you to tune into that and to be very authentic, be very real with what you think, with what you feel, and allow your intuition to come through on how how you need to approach this. Trust your intuition. I know I'm always saying that at the beginning of these episodes, but it's essential. Your intuition is there to guide you and to help you. And then, make it happen. Allow the sword's energy where she's manifesting something on our physical plane. Allow that to happen, because that's exactly what you need to be doing right now. And so from a dreaming standpoint, which again is our subconscious mind talking to us, taking center stage when our conscious mind is taking a break, this energy, I would expect you would be dreaming about being in a bed, lying in a bed, because beds in dreams symbolize assimilation, right? And that's what this sword energy, this Four of Sword energy is probably talking about for you, is that you are just taking a break from any sort of forward moving thought or action right now. So the bad energy is saying assimilate all of those thoughts. Come to a place where you feel like you have thought everything through. And then you're going to be able to move with those authentic emotions, with those authentic thoughts, to work with this Two of Cups challenge energy and resolve this relationship issue in the way that it really needs to be resolved. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you would like more information about tarot, dreams, astrology, and a multitude of other metaphysical subjects, you can subscribe to my magazine, which is really awesome. It's astrologicmagazine.com. It's only online, but you will find so much information there about ancient science put into modern practice that I'm really proud of it, because you will be amazed at all the cool stuff on there. And of course, you can book readings with me privately at victoriabillou.com. And I would love for you to leave comments in the comments section below. Tell me what's going on so that I can help tune in. That's why I'm here. That's why I do these videos, is to help you. Thanks so much for joining me.